friend. So I'm coming to you today with an update on my Ikea greenhouse cabinets. And I said cabinets because there's just something about having an Ikea greenhouse cabinet that makes you want another one and then another one, and you literally have to cut yourself off. So I'm starting in the plant studio, and I want to show you, it's pretty much the same. The plants are different. I've moved some things around. The only thing that's really changed is my fountain. I got a smaller one. The other one was taking up a little more room. So we're going to jump into this video, and then I'll show you the other two Ikea greenhouse cabinets that I have. And I just had to cut myself off. So let's get into it. By the way, if this is your first time joining me, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you'll make it to the end. If you are a subscriber, I really appreciate you. If you're not, maybe you'll consider subscribing by the end of this video. Again, let's get started. Okay, so my Ikea greenhouse cabinet, it is weather stripped on the edges, so we're happy about that. And I have a different weather strip on this side so the door doesn't open as wide, but that's fine. I'm going to bring the camera closer and step out of the frame so you can see what's inside. So let's do it. Okay, so in my cabinet, as you can see, the first thing you see is my Pink Princess philodendron Pink Princess here. Not giving me a lot of variegation yet, but she's a babe and she's still maturing, she's growing, she's got area roots, so we're not mad about that. We're just waiting to see what's going to happen with the variegation as she matures. And next you have my Hoya carrii. This guy was doing nothing. Like, I started with 3 leaves, and then 2 of them fell off. I had 1. I thought it was a goner. I put it in this cabinet and has taken off. I think I have 10 leaves and more coming. So I'm really excited about what she's doing. In the very back there, I have my Codex plant. There we go, my Stephana erectica. And she's doing well, but I'm figuring she'll do better next season. Just giving me smaller leaves at this point. And then in the top there, I have my string of hearts, which I'm not real sure, but she loves the cabinet, so she's there. And then I have my this one, my jewel cactus. I don't know, like all of the larger leaves fell off, but she's still here. This is a propagation of my donkey's tail that I did. I'm so proud of, because she's hanging in there. And look, guys, at my begonia. Now this guy here came with just a few leaves, and she's been spreading out. Of course, the leaves are not as dark that are coming in, but I love this kind of bumpy look that she has here. So we're really excited. I'll put her back in a little. I need to water her. And then in the back is my mother plant for my Syngonium alba. I love this guy. Just putting out a new leaf there, a new leaf there. Just doing well in the cabinet. I propagated her, and I'll show you her, the baby, later. And so then when we get to the back here, well, this is my baby. I call it a baby because it came off of my mother plant, which I'll show you in a minute. This is my Gloriosum, and she is just doing beautifully. I'm just getting leaf after leaf and just doing well in the cabinet. I'm so happy about that. In the back, I have some other Codex plants that are doing well. I'm going to try to slide this over and get back there. I have an elephant foot, I think it's called, and I forget the name of this one. And this one is not doing as well, but I think I'm going to change, and don't mind the little fungus gnat there, but I think I'm going to change. Well, there's roots at the bottom. I need to give her some attention. That could be possibly the reason. So we'll leave her out so that I can attend to her as well. Okay, and so this is the new fountain that I put in here. It's much smaller, and basically just to give me a flow of water to help with the humidity. Oh, I also want to mention that I put the area roots in water, thinking that it would help, because I'm doing it with the Monstera, so I figured it would help with the Syngonium. Not real sure if that's working, but it's there. So we shall see. Let's go to our second shelf. Now on the second shelf here, we have remember that huge crystallinum that I got in the mail? Well, it got a bad case of scale. All of those larger leaves died off. New leaves are coming, so this is a new leaf, this is a new leaf, and this is a new leaf. And I'm just not real sure. I'm watching this guy really closely because it did have that bad case of scale, and I'm trying to keep it away from my other plants in this cabinet. But this is the mother plant to the Gloriosum in all of her glory, and she just continues to put out new leaf. I think there's a new growth point, if I can zoom in there. But all of these leaves have come in. Now, when I got the Gloriosum, it had large leaves. They had damaged water spots. Some looked like maybe spider mites or whatever. But anyway, I put it in here anyway. Well, I didn't put it in the cabinet right away. Those leaves died off basically. I got down to like 1 or 2 leaves, and then some new ones started to come. So all of these are new under my care. They're larger than what they used to be, so that lets me know it's doing well. In the back there, I have my Anthurium beechii, which is doing well and giving us a new leaf. Looky, looky, looky. So we're always excited about that. And then next to her, this is a mix, and I can't ever remember, but I know it's a Magnificent, and Clairvoyant, I think, mix here that I got from Wild Roots. Iffy Plants brought it when she came for a visit, and so we're excited about this gal. And then in the very back, this is new to my collection. It really got damaged during shipment, but I'm hoping that it's going to bounce back. This is my Philodendron Burley Mark Fantasy. I'll zoom in, but you can see the leaves are kind of crushed from the packaging was really damaged. And but you know, I'm hoping it's going to bounce back. But I also contacted the company, and they're supposed to send me a replacement. But I'm just hoping that even with, you know, if this one doesn't bounce back, then at least I'm okay. Okay, so anyway, let's get to the bottom. So on the very bottom here, we have let me get the camera. How do I do this? Okay, we'll just have to do it like this. Anyway, so we have our Silver Sword narrow leaf here that's doing very well, giving me 2. Well, this is a new growth point, and then this is a new leaf that's coming in. In the very back there, we have my, and this, I don't know. I don't know. I'm giving this guy a chance, but I'm just not real sure. The yellowing leaves. This is a Monstera Peru, but it keeps giving me new leaves, and so since I put it in this cabinet, so I'm hoping it's gonna bounce back. This is my Alocasia Frydek. Is a Frydek an Alocasia? I think it is. But this guy was doing well, but again, I get a leaf, I lose a leaf, so I'm not sure. But anyway, those leaves, those 2 seem to be hanging in there. In the very back there, that's a Monstera, let's see, Septipicana, and I know it looks terrible, guys, but I am rehabbing this plant because when it came, it was already yellowing, and so I'm starting to reroot it. I put it in water here and in the cabinet, and I'm just gonna see. We're watching this guy, but you know, it's good to show that all of your plants are not perfect, so people won't think that that's the case. Now this guy is doing well, but I think it's going into dormancy. That's why it's dropping all of these leaves. This is another one of my Codex plants, and it was, oh my God, it was so beautiful. It did very well, but all of the leaves are turning almost like because it's fall or whatever, so we're losing a lot of leaves, but I'm going to leave her in the cabinet because I know she's going to bounce back. And so yeah, that's what's in the first IKEA cabinet. So we're gonna go to our second one, but again, this is cabinet number 1. This is the white one. Of course, I'll show you the next one, but doing very well. All of our plants in there, so I'm just going to pause. Okay, so this is my second IKEA greenhouse cabinet. It is the MILSBOG tall but in the black version because it goes better with my decor in the living room. Just a quick scan. And so let's just see what's in this guy. Now, I love my sign that I put in the back that says Plant Shop Flora. And then open it up here. And we have, the first thing you notice is my fountain there. I love those fountains. I love the colors and the atmosphere that it presents. But let's talk about the plants that's in this guy. Still have the same fan. Seems to be keeping in circulation. I did not weather strip this one yet. I was just trying it out to see. I've had it for over a month now. So I was just trying to test and see if I needed to. But so in the very back here, I put my begonia maculata in here to try and salvage it. It's been dropping a lot of leaves and I'm just not really sure what's going on with it. So I put it in the cabinet. In front, and my lady planter, I have my string of turtles that seems to be doing well. She's flowering, so that's a good sign. In the very back there, I have my Hoya carrii variegata, and you can see the variegation there. This is a new leaf since she's been in my care. And then there in the back you can see all the variegation. I got this guy from Steve's Leaves. I love Steve's Leaves. And in the very back there I have my this is a tiny dancer, Anthurium tiny dancer. And this guy, you know, you get a new leaf, you lose a couple leaves. I don't know. Anyway, she's maintaining. Next to her, I have my cutting of my silver sword that seems to love the cabinet. Look at those area roots going crazy. In front here is new to my collection. This is my melanochrysum. Yes, look at that leaf, guys. Doing beautifully in the cabinet. She's new to my collection. She's one of my birthday plants, and so she was potted up at the Victorium in Atlanta at Ponce City Market, where I purchased her from. So she got like prime real estate right up front. Love this plant. Okay, on my second shelf here, I have this is my Hoya abavata, and she's given me all of this new growth. When I got her, she was down to here, and all of these are new leaves that have come in since. The larger leaves, some of them are larger, so just doing well. She's in pond as well. In the very back there, that's my Hoya Bella. This is my second go at the Hoya Bella, so I'm hoping that she'll take off. And then in front, this is my Syngonium propagation that I was telling you guys about from the mother plant there. And so look at all the new growth coming in here, new leaves there, got new leaves coming in here. So I'm excited that this guy is doing well. This is my Philodendron mamii. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but I'll put it on the screen. She's doing beautifully in the cabinet. She's new to my collection. I did put her in the, this is some soil that I got from the Victorian, very airy soil, so hopefully she'll do well there. In front is my oxalis, and this guy, as soon as I think it's not doing well and all the leaves are turning down, but look, she's flowering, guys, so she's happy. There, yeah, yay. So the oxalis, and that's what's on my second shelf. And then on the bottom shelf here in the black cabinet is my Hoya. I'm sorry, I keep saying Hoya. This is not a Hoya. This is a Anthurium valinmorium, and doing well in the cabinet. This is a new leaf, and sometimes when the new leaves come in, they're kind of wonky, but just the fact that I got a new leaf, I'm excited about, and then I'll look forward to the next one. This is also an Anthurium that I got from Ecogenera, but all of these coming from Ecogenera. This is an Anthurium pallidiforum. I've got a new leaf coming in here, and there we go, focus in, yeah. And then we have a new leaf coming in there, and then we have, but she's been doing well in the cabinet. Some are turning yellow, so I'm losing a couple, but as long as new leaves are coming, I'm good. In the very back here, this is my Anthurium WICHEMI that I also got from Ecogenera. Little crispy edges, but otherwise doing well. Hasn't given me any new leaves or growth point. I see a new growth point there, so I'm hopeful. And then in the corner here, I have my, this is my anthurium, no, I'm sorry, just because I said those are anthuriums. This is my alocasia black velvet. Look at that huge leaf that came out. This came out and then this came behind it, so, you know, we'll take it. This is here because, okay, this is here because something's dripping off of this, some sap or something, so we're just trying to catch that. But those are what the things that are in my black cabinet. And then on the very top, I have a Hoya Crimson Queen that sort of rests on the top, and she's utilizing this light, so she's trailing, but she's doing well there. And so we're gonna go to my final cabinet. And there, as we pass these plants, these are my pretty common house plants, but don't need a lot of humidity. And so this is my Detolf cabinet. As you can see, it's in the kitchen area, the dining room. And so it's a much smaller cabinet. And so I had gotten this one while I was waiting for the MILSBOG tall black to come in. And so, but I love this one. I love it for smaller plants. I love it for my Hoyas. So let's get started with what's in there. So at the very top here, we have my Hoya. This is Hoya Comengiana, and it's doing well in the cabinet. New leaves coming in. This is my Decidia, and it's just maintaining. It's a slow grower, but she's happy in the cabinet. This Hoya Mathilde is really showing out. I really wanted this one for a long time. Look at the new leaves coming in there. Love, love, love that. And then it should be some on this end. Look, there's 4 on this end and 3 or 4 on the other end. So she's been doing well in the cabinet. And then next to her is my namesake, of course, my Hoya Jennifer. And when I got this guy, I just had these 2 leaves down here. She's given me 3 new leaves. One started, but it kind of went away, and not sure what happened with that. But the humidity in this cabinet runs about 70%. In the lady planter here is my, this was one of my original Syngonium alba that looked like it was a goner, and then I put it in this cabinet. It's been doing much better and putting out new growth, so I'm happy about that. And then on my second shelf in the Detolf, I have my prayer plant in the back, my Maranta, which is doing well, my Hoya Curtsy here that wasn't doing very well. I put her in the cabinet and she just took off, so we're happy about that. This is my CB Blue cutting. I propagated my CB Blue, and so she's doing well there. In the middle is my baby string of turtles that seems to love the cabinet. In the middle there, I have a tray, pebble tray of water, just to commit to add some humidity to the cabinet, increase the humidity. This is my pedatum, Philodendron pedatum, and she is doing lovely in the cabinet. Look at those roots. Doing well in the cabinet. And all this new growth. So we're happy about that. And then as we go down to the next level, we have my Hoya numeraloides, I think is how you pronounce it. But this guy loves the cabinet. Look at her. She's spreading her wings. She's down there. This is all new growth. So I know she's loving the humidity. Then my Hoya Sweetheart, just actually she's acting as a trellis for the other Hoya. And then this is a wet stick propagation of a Monstera that I put in here. I'm hoping that it takes off. In the very back there, my Hoya Chelsea, not doing the best, but did give me new leaves here, a new leaf there. So we're hopeful for this guy, but a lot of yellowing, and I'm not really sure. But we're working with her. And then in the front here, we have my Hoya rotundifolia, and this guy, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, rotundifolia, yes. So, well, her roots, well, that's what's going on with this guy, so maybe that's why she's not growing. I'm going to take her out so that I can give her some attention when we finish this video. But, oh, well, she's kind of hooked in there. But she's been doing well. She's been putting out new growth, and so, but we need to do something with those roots. On the very bottom here, I've got some rehab going on. This is my Stramante that is just, every time I think this thing is going away, these are new leaves here, it bounces back. My rattlesnake Carlathia is just crispy and hanging in there, but we're just maintaining. This is a cutting from my larger plant that sort of all but died off. This is my Monstera Anansonii thin leaf. And then this is the other part of the CB blue cutting that I did. It's in sphagnum moss and perlite and doing well. So we're excited about the things that are happening in this cabinet. Again, this is my Detolf, Ikea Detolf cabinet. Again, I put smaller plants in this one. I do have the pegboard back there with the clips on it because that way I can get more plants in there. But I like the way that this whole thing turned out. And yeah, so that. Okay guys, so that completes my video of my 3 IKEA greenhouse cabinets, and I promise you I'm not going to get another one. I do have a original cabinet that it wasn't a cabinet, it was a greenhouse, the plastic kind, that I put plants in whenever I'm just bringing them in, and I just kind of want to keep them separated, kind of quarantined before adding them to my collection that I have, but I won't bother with you with that today. But I want to say, if you made it to the end, thank you so much. Stay tuned for the next time. So again, this is Jenny Jen, the plant friend. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the like button and comment at the bottom if you have an IKEA greenhouse cabinet and are you running into problems. Have you had any pests or situations? You know, it would be nice to know. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye.